Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. So I'm hearing that the Martell interview with Tasha K is going to be filmed on Lamh Huntsville. And if this mess is true, then I definitely believe that Carlos is assisting Martell to try to bring Melody down. It's like there's no way that he can convince me otherwise that he's not in cahoots. Carlos, Martell, and the rest of them losers and monsters of Huntsville, they're nothing but the devil in disguise. And the reason why I'm blaming Carlos is because Martell cannot get away with bringing this stuff to Lamh Huntsville without Carlos' approval. Carlos has the final say so. That's why because if it was left up to Martell, he would have had whomever he wanted on the show. Yuckmouth would have been able to film whenever Martell was trying to get back at Melody or trying to get the Scott story told. So I have to blame Carlos because Martell can only give the idea. He don't make no final cuts. He don't make any final decisions. So for this to be supposedly being filmed for Lamh Huntsville, I wonder did Carlos set this interview up, help Martell get this interview, have it set up so they could film it? Because what's the need of it becoming a scene on Lamh Huntsville? What is it going to prove? Who is it for? Because the whole interview made Martell look like a doggone fool. Him backtracking on things that he said prior. Him trying to make Melody look like a fool or a bad mom. It just backfired on him. So yes, I don't understand what's the point of bringing it to Lamh Huntsville. There's really no need. But like I say, I blame Carlos for it even being considered, because even if Martell pitched it as part of his storyline for the upcoming season, all Carlos had to do was say hell no, and it was out the window. If he say it's a no-go, it's a no-go. So, but I can't understand why Carlos keep biting the hand that is still feeding him and his puppets. When Bravo tossed him out and he had no show, no network, nothing to produce, Melody trusted him with her vision. And what did he do? He turned around and shit on her. He didn't give a rat's behind that somebody was trusting him once again with something that can elevate him and take him to new standards. No, he didn't see that. All he seen was something for him, something that he can twist and turn and just he can be compensated again. He didn't care. Melody could have went to Andy. She could have went to Mona Scott. She could have went to Yandy. I'm sure there are a few reality producers that would have loved to hear Melody idea and done a way better job with her vision, but she chose Carlos. And if Melody didn't see them doing what she meant for it to be, or if she didn't get a chance, or if she got rejected, I can see Melody making it happen on her own, just like she's doing right now with her and Dawn having their own production company, Tilted Crowd Productions, and her making a reality series on her network, her own network, Nubian TV. I could honestly see her doing it on her own, even without her having the stepping stone of Love and Marriage Transfer. Even if Carlos didn't come out and have her own Love and Marriage Transfer, I can still see Melody having it just like she's having it right now. It may have taken her a little while longer, but at least she would not have had to be stabbed in the back, lied on, attacked on a daily basis, season after season. Like I believe that there was a plethora of other people out there that could have made this happen. But for Melody to trust her stuff with Carlos, he don't even get it. He don't even get what that means. But he will. He will, and hope when it's too late. But Melody, she's the only cast member up until the second half of season 6 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, when the Fletchers arrived, that were given anything worth watching, given their authenticity, their showing their realness, which means that they're all still eating off of Melody's table, the table that she created. Yes, Carlos, the Scotts, 1.0, 2.0, all of these people were still eating off Melody, Martell included, still eating off Melody. That's why Martell always pitching to Carlos that he wants to film with Melody. He's always trying to get in the scene with Melody, always trying to talk to her, want to walk her to her car, wanting to have a conversation, because they are all still eating off of her. And if Melody is not in the scene, who really wants to watch it? Nobody. It's like, how many people have y'all heard say, I can't wait to watch the Scotts on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I can't wait to see what the Scotts are up to. Not one channel that I have had a chance to grace, not one comment that I have ever read have been talking about what the Scotts, unless it was a negative comment about what the Scotts, that they're happy or gearing up to watch the Scotts. Not one person that I have came about. It's probably, too few of the, Wanda and the who are them, the T Squad, but these people don't have the real support needed to carry this show. They are all still eating from Melody's table. And Carlos don't see that him and Melody could have been a dynamic duo in a reality world. But Carlos, his love for the drama and the ratings, I believe it got the best of him. And because Melody and her fans are not standing for her being bullied and attacked, and we're calling the fakeness out on Love and Marriage Huntsville, as well as holding Carlos' feet to the fire because he overpromised and under-delivered on Love and Marriage Huntsville season after season after season, and people are tired, and people are like, wait a minute, you're asking us to tune in for this? It's like, now he wants Melody gone. Not thinking that with Melody being gone, Love and Marriage Huntsville don't exist. He doesn't realize that Love and Marriage Huntsville still only exists because Melody has not left yet. He should have got his wake-up call at his live podcast when he made it known that Melody was going to be his guest, and he was going to be in Huntsville where people can show up and see her live. He knew it wasn't about him. He didn't there was a few raindrops in the audience. I didn't hear too many in that crowd when he, was asking where the raindrops. But I heard the people, the millimeters. When he was calling for the millimeters, I heard nothing but people active in business in that room. So I don't understand why Carlos has not realized that he needs Melody way more than Melody needs him. Melody don't need him because Melody is making her own waves in the reality world now. She has, instead of her trying to get Carlos to see her vision, instead of her trying to get Carlos to gear the show back to Black excellence, Melody said, you know what? I will create it myself. And that's exactly what she's doing. And Carlos, I don't understand why he's mad. Because he doesn't like Black excellence. Carlos likes drama. But you know what? Carlos could have had the best of both worlds in reality TV. But him being in competition in his head with Bravo and Andy, I believe is tainting his brain cells. Carlos could have allowed Love and Marriage Huntsville to be exactly what it was geared up to be. The Black excellence that he, proposed to the people. It could have had real business people, not scammers, not fraudsters, not liars. And once the Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise was well on its way, dominating the charts in ratings, Carlos could have went gutter with, and he could have struck out and made a whole different franchise if he wanted to. Because Love and Marriage Huntsville, he did exactly what he came to do with the Black excellence, what he said he was going to do. And when you do what you say you're going to do, people will stand behind you. They will root for you. And all he had to do was, once Love and Marriage Huntsville got on its way and it was making waves for itself, making headlines across the reality world, Carlos could have created his own franchise separate from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And he could have let the people know, this is what you're signing up for. If you're not here for it, then I don't need you to apply. I mean, look at Zeus. When you signing up for Zeus, you know exactly what you're going over there on Zeus to do. You know that you're about to gear up to fight. You know that you're finna get cursed out. Everything. So Carlos could have done the same thing. And but he could have let the people know up front. Give the people some type of warning and not blindside the people and not have the people wondering and guessing, is this what I signed up for? This isn't what I subscribed to this channel for. But because Carlos is so greedy and he's so immature and he didn't know how to wait. He didn't know it's like when you get a new job and maybe the job that you want, that you claim that you're so good at, is maybe that job is not available at the time. So you have to go in and do something else in the same arena at the same place, but just a little bit different. And then sometimes either that job when that job becomes available, then you step into that territory and then and you make it your own. But Carlos couldn't wait. He could have done exactly what he said he was going to do with Love and Marriage Huntsville, made it Black excellence. And then he could have signed the people up that wanted to do the gutter trashy show that he is looking for. And he could have let the people know when he did his clips and this, that, and the third. He could have said, gave the little trigger warnings that this ain't what you used to. This is far different from Love and Marriage Huntsville. So if you're looking for the Black excellence, you're not going to get it here. If you're looking for the gutter trap show, then you need to come to the Gutter Trap show of Carlos King. Nobody would have been offended. Nobody would have cared because he would have already had the success behind him of Black excellence with the Love and Marriage Huntsville franchise, and he would have had the respect of the people, and he would have had his credits. He would have been he would have been, people would have been proud of him and proud to see something that is created by us, for us, Black excellence, showing well-to-do Black people doing it for themselves, who are not famous. They're not ball players. They're not entertainers, but they are millionaires in their community, reaching out, helping out their community, getting it every day, that the spotlight is not on. Carlos could have ate that sector up, but instead Carlos cannot get out of his own way. He didn't want to wait. He could have, like I said, he could have had the best of both worlds. Could have created the Black excellence, and then he could have created a show full of drama. He could have had the Scotts, the Shownuff Bessemer Moore's crew, the Martell Unhinged series. He could have had, all the Basement Billies that he wanted, and he could have allowed them to go at each other like nobody cared. But instead, Carlos thought he was finna mix it up. He thought he was going to be able to take Melody's Black excellence and mix it with the Bessemer hillbilly crew, and it's backfiring on him, and he don't know what to do. And because Carlos can't stop this train, because if he does, he's going to be found out that he is a fraudster and a liar, in my opinion, because that means if him turning on the Scotts mean him that he would turn on himself. So I hope that when OWN is done with Carlos and he's back out there, tossed out to the streets again, looking for a network, looking for a show, looking for somebody to give him another chance once again, I hope Melody pay him dust, just like he's doing to Melody when he claims to have her back. And that's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.